a good guy. You know, guys liked him, girls liked him. He just had this great personality. People were attracted to him. They wanted to be his friend. They liked hanging out with him. Our family was very close. We did a lot of things together. Dana, when I first moved back to Boston, he came back and lived with me for a while back there. Even back then, you know, he'd be down at a bar with a friend or something, and he'd call me up and go, "Mom, we're having a beer down at, you know, so-and-so's bar. Come on down and have a beer with us." I wrote this book because I don't like the person Dana's become. And the thing that pushed it over the edge for me was when his grandmother got sick and died this summer. His grandmother was one of those grandmothers that he was with a lot. She lived with us for a while. When he would go back east, when we lived in Vegas, he spent time with her back there. So she was sick and dying, and he hadn't spoke to her in 2 years. And he called her up and told her, "Graham, I'm going to send my plane to get you. I'm going to bring you back to Vegas to live with us. You're going to have the best medical care money can buy." And then she never heard from him again. So, and that was typical Dana. So I really didn't even think twice about it. But the final straw was when I saw one of her neighbors. And her neighbor asked me what I was doing there. And I said, "My mom's sick, and, you know, I'm down here taking care of her." And she said, "Oh, we thought she was gone." I said, "Gone where?" She said, "Well, she told us her grandson was coming to get her. She told everybody in the neighborhood that she wouldn't be here because he was coming to get her to take care of her now." So that just sort of pushed the final button for me. And, you know, I was hoping the book, a lot of the stuff might bring him back or make him think about who he's become and what he does to people and the way he behaves. But I don't think it's really had that effect on him.
Now, that grandmother passed away.
Yes.
Did he come to her funeral?
No. We had she was cremated in Florida, and then we had a funeral service for her up in Connecticut. And he never came. He didn't send flowers, card, nothing. Yeah, I don't want to take anything away from him for what he's done for MMA and the UFC. I mean, Dana has a high school education, and that's it. And I think it's pretty amazing the things he's been able to do with MMA and the UFC. But he's not a good person. He seems to have lost his character somewhere along the way. He mistreats people. It's terrible the way he speaks of women and treats women. That really bothers me because I don't believe I've ever brought him up to behave like that. He doesn't speak about me very often, you know, and when he does, it's very short and brief. He doesn't like to talk about me. My mom was never around. But he doesn't seem to add to it why I was never around. You know, I really did work like 80, 100 hours a week, so I was able to pick up a lot of money. But that was to pay for everything. If he didn't go to that school, if I didn't work all those hours, he would have never met the Fertittas. That, you know, it's that sort of chain reaction thing. There would be no UFC.
Do you think Dana has used steroids?
I do believe Dana's used steroids. I hadn't seen any pictures of him for a while, and then I saw one and he had no neck. You know, he was just like, and his seams were busting on his jacket, and I'm like, oh my God, what is he doing? So yeah, it certainly looked like it. I don't know if Dana fears me. I just really do think that he knows that I will probably be one of the only people who won't back down, you know, who won't kiss his ass, who won't take his crap. I'm his mom, and I should never have to. And he knows I never would. He did in one interview say we're a lot alike. I have a hard time with Dana's marriage, I guess you could call it, because I am a believer. If you're married, and that's it. And if you don't want to be, and you want to be out with other people, then leave the person you're with. Don't make a joke of your marriage. But his marriage is a joke.
How so?
Well, everyone knows that he puts Tiger Woods to shame. You know, he has plenty, the ring card girls sleep with him. There's two of them I know for sure. And I don't remember I don't know if I ever knew her name. She was the first ring card girl think she used to do the Zions commercials for them too. But I know he was sleeping with her. It used to annoy me. The former ring card girl, Rochelle, he took her out, did a lot of things for her, helped her get into Playboy. She was trying to build a career, and she wanted to go well beyond being a ring card girl for the UFC. So Dana was with her at a number of functions and with friends, and it was pretty obvious that they had a relationship for a while. Yeah, he slept with his sister-in-law in my house, which made me absolutely furious. I mean, he goes after any girl he wants and usually gets them. So his wife they're constantly fighting. The honeymoon, she gave him the worst black eye I've ever seen. He nearly lost his eye. So I don't know if that's his way of handling it, but he's gone overboard with handling it.